Okay, here we are with Math Division, Chapter 22, Lesson 4, and we're going to be talking about remainders today because remainders are kind of like leftovers. I like leftovers. You like leftovers?
Sometimes.
Yeah,
I do.
pizza, leftover
I
pizza
love
the
it so
next
much.
day.
I do it all the time.
That's pretty good. Okay, so remember that when we've been talking about division, equal groups are really important. Equal groups are very important in division. Anything that will not divide evenly into equal groups will have a remainder. Like a leftover is a remainder. So, this is page number 435. It says equal groups with remainders. When you divide, the number left over is called the remainder. Jonathan sees 9 ladybugs on a leaf. He divides them into 4 equal groups. How many ladybugs are in each group? How many are left over? So step 1, you see the 9 dots we have here. He makes 4 equal groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. But there's one that's outside of the equal group. So there are 2 ladybugs in each group. 1 is left over. So the bottom line is 9 divided by 4 equals 2, remainder 1. And remainder is the leftover. When you get into 3rd grade and 4th grade, the way that you're going to write that as an answer is you're going to say 2, and then I used to have my 5th graders would write it with a capital R. So 2, remainder 1. And that's actually your answer.
Aren't they going to have it showing on a different way too?
Yeah.
With that little.
I call it the division house.
There you go.
I'm glad you brought that up because it's important for them to know that. So this is the division house. And so we would put 9. 9 is the number that's being divided. So we call that the dividend. And then 4. 4 is the divisor because we're putting groups of 4 into 9. And so your answer is going to be 2. 2 times 4 is 8. And then you're going to subtract, and that's how you get 1. So then your answer is 2, remainder 1. So that's just another way to look at that. And that is something that you will see in 3rd grade quite a bit, in 4th grade. Okay, so we're going to start with 10, and they have this nice chart for you. And it seems like they should have said, okay, 10 should go here because 10 is what I'm starting with. But that's okay, you just have to kind of keep that inside of your head. 10, and I'm going to make it into 2 equal groups. So, and they want you to draw a model here, which is interesting. They don't give you a lot of room to draw. But there I have 2 equal groups, right? And then here's my number sentence. 10 divided by 2. And how many are in each equal group? 5. So I'm going to put 5 as my answer. Now, when you don't have any remainder, it isn't really necessary to write 5 remainder 0. When you have a remainder of 0, we just assume there's no leftovers. Kind of like when you had pizza the night before and everybody ate it. You go to have pizza for breakfast and there's no pizza. So you don't have to say anything. So if you want to put a 0 there, you can, but you don't have to. Now, we're going to take 10 again. Is our big number. But now we're going to make it into equal groups of 3. Or 3 equal groups. Let me say that correctly. So now I'm going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so then there's my equal groups. And what I notice is that I do end up having 1 left over, 1 remainder. So my number sentence is 10 divide by 3 equals 3, remainder 1. Here it says math talk, which we are going to do this one. Can 3 children divide 14 pencils equally with none left over? The answer is no, they can't. Because, and I happen to know my times tables, and 14 is never an answer in the 3 times tables.
Could they skip count too?
Yeah, they could skip count and go 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Whoopsie. Okay, there's no 14 in there. So I'm going to say no. How do you know? Well, I know because 3 times 4 equals 12, and 3 times 5 equals 15. So 3 times no number, nothing, equals 14. There's no number that'll give you 14 when you multiply, for sure. Okay, and then I did want to show you one little thing, just because. So can we tap on this one? And then anybody in England, I'm sorry, you won't be able to watch this, but the rest of us can.
Where's that coming from? Hello, where are you going?
I don't know.
I would love to. There he is. That was weird.
That was weird.
How many twos is too many twos, amigo? Let's find out with a game of how many twos.
Let me try this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Factor beam set. Divide into 2s.
Yikes! Let's find out how many twos there are in 6. 1,
Hey!
2,
Stop that!
and 3.
Whoa!
There are 3 twos in 6.
Whoa! Whoa!
Happy Terrible Tuesday, everyone! Or should that be every 2? Whoa! Target acquired.
Never fear, 14. I've dealt with the terrible twos before. Ultra shield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yikes!
1,
Hey!
2,
Hey!
3,
Hey!
4.
Hey!
There are 4 twos in 8. You're in the lead, amigo, but not for long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, pretty. There are 7 twos in 14. Beat that.
Excuse me. I need to lend a hand.
Hold still. 17 is greater than 14, so this should put me back in the lead.
Hey! Hey!
Remainder alert. Remainder alert. There are 8 2s in 17 and 1 left over. Remainder 1.
An experience. I must paint it.
Where's that reset switch? Aha!
You've gotta hand it to me.
Hey!
Factor beam reset. Divide into 5s.
You can't catch me!
Oops. I've divided 10 into 2 5s. Sorry, learner driver. Remainder alert. Remainder alert. There are 3 5s in 17 and 2 left over. Remainder 2. I think I've got the hang of it now. The 2's factor beam divides you into 2's, and my factor beam divides you into 5's. But only if there are no blocks left over. Whoa!
What can I say? There's just no dividing some people.
I know how to stop the terrible 2's.
Okay, so you're gonna have to wait to see what happens to the terrible 2's. But I'm sorry, I am kind of favoring number blocks as my new favorites for math. But anyway, also, if you get down here to this one, it's a pretty good one. Division is explained. So this one is fun and funny, and this one is a little more serious. Here we go. So we're still on chapter 2, division, lesson 4, and now we're on the back side, page 436. So we have,
Miss East, have you ever noticed on the bottom where the pages are, they show it in 10 blocks too?
they do 4 hundreds, 3 tens, and 6 cool little windows. I love that. So this is Miss East's little reminder that we're starting with 12. So 12 being separated into 5 equal groups. So they drew their model right here, and then they said 12 divided by 5 is 2, because 2 times 5 is 10. But remainder alert. Sorry, there's 2 left over on that one. And then we have 12 divided by 7. So I'm going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is it. This is it for my group of 7. So 12 divided by 7 gives me only 1 equal group. And then I end up with remainder alert, 5 leftovers. Okay, so you can stop the video and do this if you like, but I'm going to go back to it and do it right now. So we're starting with 9. 9 separated into 2 equal groups is going to give us 4. 2 times 4 is 8. And so my remainder alert is 1. 11 divided into 3 equal groups is going to be 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9, 10, 11. So we had 2 left over. 11 divided by 4.
11's not an even number, so an even number can't divide into it.
Right. Well, we're going to have that remainder alert. So now I know 3 times 4 is 12. So I know that 3 is too big, because that's going to give me a number that's over 11. So I think the answer is going to be 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 9, 10, 11. I'm going to have 3 left over as my remainder alert. And here's a nice big number, 20 divided by 9. Well, I know 2 times 9 is 18. 3 times 9 is 27. That's too big because that goes over 20. So I'm going to have to say the answer is 2, and then 18, 19, 20. So my remainder is 2. Carolyn has a pack of 25 balloons. She gives an equal number of balloons to each of her 7 friends. How many balloons will be left over? You know, this is a really good problem for remembering what is it they're asking me. They're not asking me how many balloons does each person get. They're asking me what is the remainder. That can be a tricky one on a test. Okay, so I have 25 to begin with. You know what, Mrs. Lopez? I think I'm going to use that division house because I like that. And then it's going to 7. Now I know my 3 times tables. And so 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 8 is 24. 4 times 7 is 28. That's too big. So I'm going to have to go with 3 times 7. So I'm going to put the 3 up here on the roof, and I'm going to put it over the 5. Because what I'm saying is that 3 times 7
You know what they do sometimes
is
to Mrs.
21.
East?
Oh, they
You
put a
that
0
little
there?
time sign
Oh, yes.
to help you remember to multiply.
That is true. You know what? I also do this sometimes. Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? And you're thinking, who cares if McDonald's sells cheeseburgers? Because I'm not having one.
But I'd like their fries.
I do too. Okay, so this is our mnemonic divide. We're going to divide, which I did that when I said 7 goes into 25 3 times, so I did that. Then Mrs. Lopez reminded me of putting my multiplication sign there. Multiply. 7 times 3 is 21. So my next thing I'm going to do is subtract. So 5 take away 1 is 4. 2 take away 2 is 0. But I'm not big on writing zeros unless I absolutely have to. And if you put a 0 in front of the 4, it's still 4. So, but I did my subtraction. And then this is sometimes called compare. So what I have left over has to be smaller than what I'm dividing by. So 4 is definitely smaller than 7, so I'm okay. And the B stands for bring down, like if there was another number there, but there's no other number there. So my final answer is 3 remainder 4. And I know I went pretty fast over those. This is more towards the end of 3rd grade.
But I really like that.
Yeah, because who can forget McDonald's cheeseburgers?
But they can also do it in picture form, right? If
Oh, they
need
could
to.
absolutely. In fact, erase, erase, erase. We could go like this.
25 circles?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And so I have easily separated my groups into sets of 7, and I ended up with 3 sets of 7 and 4 leftovers, pizza for the morning. So my answer is 4 balloons. If you wanted to do your math sentence, you could say 25 divided by 7 equals 3 remainder 4. Okay? I picked some other videos for you. This is Brain Pop, which is a lot of fun. We'll share this on the playlist. And this is another Double Trouble. This is Umigo. It's kind of funny and cute and very sing-songy, and it's counting by 2. This is Khan Academy, where it's pretty short video, to the point, and explains all about remainders. So, but we're not done with math today. I'm going to erase, and Mrs. Lopez is going to push the button. And you have one more part of your assignment. Of course, we recognize our friend 12 here. But our assignment is practice math facts with Gigi for 10 minutes. If you do it on your iPad, it should be able to time you for 10 minutes of doing just math facts. Work on memorizing math facts. Now we're talking multiplication here. These are multiplication math facts. You can use flashcards or some other technique that works, not words, works. I used words to misspell works for you. So, and then this is number blocks, and this one is called array display. So it's just talking about arrays. And make sure you do that. That's very important because you've got to learn those math facts. Once you have them down, you'll have them down. So that'll be good. And don't forget, have a great math day, and remember, math
Rocks.
Stick a long one.
Math still rocks. Okay, have a great day.